Good afternoon, esteemed members, students, faculty members, and beloved Central Council members. May I request CA Dayanivas, Chairperson of Bangalore Branch, to escort our own Central Council members, D. Prasanna Kumar Sir, CA Dayanivas Sharma Sir, and Kota Srinivas Sir onto dais and welcome them with floral bouquet. Yeah, I request Chairperson to give welcome address.
Very pleasant good afternoon to all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculties, and my dear students. I will not take much time because we have a lot to hear from our Central Council members today. It's a very special program organized today to know about the new syllabus. So first of all, thanks to all the three Central Council members for being part of today's program, accepting our invitation and coming forward to clarify the doubts of the students and the members for the new syllabus. With that, I request all of you to kindly pay attention, ask your queries, whatever doubts you have for the benefit of everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Without waiting for anything else, I request our CA D. Prasanna Kumar sir to address the students and faculties.
Respected CA Divya, the chairperson of the Bangalore branch of SYLLABUS, and my colleagues in the council, CA Srinivas and CA Dayanivas Sharma, and secretary of the branch, other dignitaries, and my dear students. So good evening to all of you. Yeah, good evening. Yeah. See, actually, like Divya has already started, so it should be short and sweet. I also will do the same thing. The entire curriculum is, the new scheme, whatever you call it. Because earlier we used to have the old scheme, old syllabus, new syllabus. There's all history now. The council has taken a decision. There's not been an old and new syllabus as such. So we used to run two parallel examination. It will be only one, which will be periodically reviewed as per the requirements that is happening in the society, in the economy of the entire world. That's why we have done it. So now in the new scheme, what we have discussed, there's one committee was formed. The committee was headed by none other than Dayanivas Sharma. He knows the entire thing. We're also there. There was a subgroup. I was also in charge of that examination pattern, everything. And Kota Srinivas was also there. We all contributed. But the head of the entire thing was done by Dayanivas Sharma. He knows the entire thing. So I don't, even if you put some questions, I will not be able to answer 100% questions, only except relating to the examination, because I was in examination committee for 4 years. So with this, I'll stop here. I'll pave the way for you to have a good interaction with the both of them. And Kota Srinivas, as you must have heard him many times earlier also, he's a very student-friendly person. So he has got a lot of interest, whether he likes it or not. He likes to know what is happening to the students. So they both are the better persons. I follow Divya. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we go ahead with our listening to Dayanivas Sharma, sir, I would like to honor our Central Council members. Request Pramod, Kavita, and Tupad to come on to dais and then. Thank you one and all for that shortest. Now I would like to call upon CA Dayanivas Sharma sir on to.
Have a quick discussion about what this CRET is all about, the new education scheme is all about. And I also thank Central Council members Kota Srinivas sir for today taking us to a very interesting drive in the morning for your future, I think institute future, for the new Center of Excellence which we are planning to, move on with, and also the new building which is getting constructed at Rajaji Nagar for the students' benefit for their reading and all. So that is thanks to Kota sir for ensuring that we are here. Our council member Prasanna Kumar sir, who is, I think, whatever the examination reforms you people are saying, is one of the most important person who is focused with regards to whatever the stories have been told about the examination, right? You might have heard or seen a lot of videos, people talking something or the other, but the entire process which has got digitized, he is one such person who has taken care of the student interest in a true sense. We also have the vice chairman of SIRC, the Southern region, Geeta here. It was interesting to go for that meeting since morning with her and all the managing committee members who are here. Indeed a pleasure to be with all you people, and more importantly, the students who are here. So, there's a big long story about myself if I have to talk about, but this is not the right time because we have shortage of time. Otherwise, I am also a dropout from a foundation. I don't know how many of you are aware, but fortunately become the chairman board of studies and currently the vice chairman board of studies. How many of you are from foundation here? Oh, almost foundation. So that means you are the perfect fit for this discussion, right? Where the course is going to go, correct? How many people, parents are chartered accountants here? Only one. So you, I think your mother, he'll start feeling jealous about you. Reason is the new syllabus is such, because he also will get tempted to study the new 8 months time. Am I right? So like if you go back to the old syllabus versus the new syllabus, you all should be very happy that what was being talked every time course is also actually a Rajnikant effect, if you ask me, because when we were deliberating in the council, we were thinking what the students are today thinking about. When I did, might be when Srinivas Kota did, when Prasanna sir did, many other people who have done their courses, we never used to think that the courses are going to be long, right? Course 3 years articleship means 3 years articleship. Passing means passing, failing means failing actually. And everyone knew that pass percentage of a chartered accountancy course is 2%, 3%, maximum 3.5%. I don't know whether we have seen that days also. But today the situations are totally different, where the expectation is very high. So first and the foremost thing what we thought is, what does a student want? More importantly, what does a parent of a student want? Correct. So we considered that point also. People were thinking, the youngsters were thinking technology means blockchain, artificial intelligence, startups, this, that, everything we have talked about. Everyone, right? You are also hearing, no? Yes or no? That we want to get into the startup, we want to do something different, we want the shortest course, this should be there, that should be there, technology should be incorporated. Everything, whatever you have thought has been actually incorporated in this. Now, it is your choice. How do you want to take it forward? And let me just tell you, in a population of 130 crores in India, we have only 4 lakh, close to 4 lakh chartered accountants and 8.5 lakh students. You know what? Worldwide, we are the largest institute of chartered accountants or a CPA. And we are the finest course with regards to the existing thing also what was happening, because close to 50,000 plus chartered accountants out of these 4 lakh people or less than 4 lakh people have been operating in any other part of the world, and they all are actually heading the best positions in the world. Close to 9,000 chartered accountants are operating alone in Dubai or UAE. So just imagine, where all 78 international chapters is not a small thing. Am I right or wrong? In the world, 168 branches is not a small thing in India. So now just think, what was required here was certain amount of realignment in the way we actually look at. The generations have changed. Now the generation, if it is changed, what does the new generation want? Very quick things, the newer things, technology adoption, how effective learning can be, what should be the new way of teaching and learning both. Am I right? So what happened in this entire process is foundation course, which a student can register on completion of 10th standard, right? And he can write examination after writing your 12th standard, with a condition that you should have 4 months of study time, which was earlier dates were being defined. So now let us not get confused with the dates. Now it is 4 months of study time, and immediately you can write your foundation examination, right? What happened in the foundation examination? 4 papers are there, which includes mathematics. Example, I take my daughter. My daughter is not interested in mathematics, whereas I got 99. So now imagine. exams will increase now in this entire process. So once you complete your intermediate, this foundation, what you need to do is you need to register for intermediate. In the intermediate, what happens? You need to have 8 months time, study time, 8 months study time, right? After passing your results. Now, once you pass during this period, once you go and study the entire thing, the 8 papers which were there in 2 groups is now reduced to 6 papers in 2 groups. But the point is, you need to pass all the 6 papers to get into articleship. And the best part, I'll tell you, lot of realignment. If you see the syllabus, right? If you see the syllabus, you should be very happy that so many things are being moved out. And what is being aligned, what has been added is a synchronized approach. What is required? Example, corporate law, we were teaching half in intermediate, half in final. But now we said, no, we will get corporate law completely into 1 paper at the intermediate level. So that when you're doing your studies at the beginning of the time, you read the corporate law effectively. So basics are only going to be asked. You write your examination, get yourself prepared. And once you register for articleship, right? Once you register for articleship, you have self-paced learning, which will have case-based studies in time to come. That I'll explain. So now once you complete your foundation, 8 months of study period, write your examination. Once you write your examination, pass these 6 papers, which are realigned, rather trimmed syllabus is there. It is not overburdened. It is trimmed syllabus, what is required for you people. You need to just put your focus on, very clear. Otherwise, what was happening in past? A person was writing 1 group, joining articleship, and then struggling for writing the second examination because he was going through a articleship training, right? Yes or no? Now, once you complete 6 papers, you have to complete your GMCS and ITT during the period of your results and joining articleship. Once you complete that, you are following me, right? Any doubt? So once you complete your final intermediate exams written, then your GMCS ITT, immediately join your articleship period. Just imagine, by the time you complete your graduation, you will be half chartered accountant. Am I right or wrong? Because once you complete 12th standard, within 1 year, you are fit to write intermediate examination. And once you write intermediate examination and pass intermediate examination, you have become first year, second year becomes the easiest thing to pass because the syllabus is realigned in that manner. Right? So once you complete that part and get satisfied and comfortable, what you need to do? ITT and GMCS. What is there in ITT? You know what is we are going to teach? You will be actually made to sit before a computer, make you to go through how income tax portal look like, how GST portal look like, how MSME portal look like, how a tally accounting package look like, how does a SAP look like, how does ERP look like. So what we are going to teach you during that time is how you, when you actually do your articleship, you will get to know, okay, this is what I am actually going to learn or what I am going to execute when you go for audits. How do you file income tax return? We are going to teach you that. You get my point? So when you get into the articleship, you will not be afresh to think, what do I do? How do I do? What should I do? How? I'm not able to understand anything. Any person, whether he is from Bangalore or the remotest place of Karnataka or Andhra or Telangana or any part of the country, that boy or girl will actually see how the income tax portal look, how ERP looks. So this part of training is going to be covered before you get into your articleship. So once you get into your articleship, what is there? 2 years of articleship uninterrupted. Means only 12 days of leave will be given. Balance, you only have to focus, no examination. But only thing which we have put in this is self-paced learning. Mean anytime, anywhere. learning. What is there in anytime, anywhere learning? How many of you have seen? Do you know what is the board seen? This is anytime, anywhere learning. That means when you are in a bus, when you are in a train, when you are traveling somewhere, where you are sitting idle at home, you know, you need to complete this 4 set of papers. What is this? It's going to be video recorded lectures, which will have MCQ based questions, which you need to do what? In set A is corporate and economic laws. So listen to the discussion. You will get a practice question answers, MCQs. Do your practice. Whichever day you want to write your examination, you write your examination and pass your examination. Whichever time you want to write examination, you write examination and pass your examination. Anytime you want to attend a class, you can just open your laptop, listen to the discussion, do your practice. One fine day you say, now I'm comfortable. Now I can write my examination. Just go, log in, select your date, time, tuck, 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 over, select, get into the corporate law paper, complete your question answers and ensure that you qualify. And the best part is entire paper is MCQ based. Other part is you should get 50% marks. Third part is even if you get 50 or whatever 70, this marks will means you have to pass paper by paper indirectly. Yes or no? Now, when you go to the costing, you have certain other, the costing is again an option, which is compulsory. Then you go to set C, we have given 10 options. Some people want to go for startup, entrepreneurship, this, that, everything. Now you are going to have 10. Out of 10, any one you select. Any one you select. Right? Complete your exam, pass. Out of the set D, out of these all, for the first time we are teaching what? Constitution of India, psychology, philosophy. Why psychology, philosophy? Thought about it. Psychology of a person, philosophy of an organization. Till the time you don't understand, you will never be a good auditor. Those days are gone where the numbers are to be tick, 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 green tick is used. No. Now you need to understand a person effectively because frauds are happening on a regular intervals. So what you need to do, how you need to, example, if you want to do forensic, which is there, bottom say in set C, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, bottom say 4, forensic accounting, if you want to do that passing, you should actually go and select psychology and philosophy. If you want to do taxation, you should actually go and select Constitution of India and Art of Advocacy. So now the combinations have been given in such manner that you will actually have an experiential learning. You will actually apply in the beginning of your life what you are going to do post qualification. Right? So once you complete this self-paced learning while doing your articleship, once you complete your articleship, you have 6 months of time for your study time. But technically it will not be 6 months, it will be more than that. So what you need to do during that time is advanced ITT and advanced GMCS. Am I right? So in advanced ITT, what are we going to teach? SAP, Oracle, Zoho, financial reporting framework, how Excel can be used effectively, what are the different kind of audit tools which are available in the market. Why is that being taught later? Because all people are not going to do the training during their articleship period of time, right? But this person who is going to qualify, out of you who are all going to qualify tomorrow, or all will qualify tomorrow, when you qualify, Srinivasa, Geeta madam, or any person who is sitting here is equal. There is no change. But when we want the next generation chartered accountants, when they qualify, they are actually aware of all the information which is required to be done for a chartered accountant. So what is going to happen? You will have 6 months time for doing your ITT and GMCS for the final, and then you will have full time to study for your final examinations. Yes or no? Abhi kya hota hai? When do I go for a class? Which class is starting today? Which class is starting tomorrow? How do I actually think? Morning class, evening class, which class, when class? We don't want that entire thing. Our student means that student should focus on a continuous basis, on their education, on continuous basis on their practical training, on continuous basis, what is this additional learning which is going to be there. So this entire course, which was actually piled up in a manner, is been segmented in such manner where with your age, your time and your experience is going to go synchronized. You with your age, the course will walk with you. Why? This thought, we have done a comparison with world's 7 largest institutes. World's 7 largest institutes, syllabus we have done a comparison and we have come out with this entire course. And today we can proudly say that Institute of Chartered Accountants of India course is the world's best course ever anyone can think about. Can you just imagine? Various institutes of the world are coming to us and they are telling, kindly share how you have actually designed this entire thought process so that we will realign. Rather, they are coming and telling, in the Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales, London, the largest and the oldest institute of the world, only by writing 5 questions, you can actually become a member of ICAEW. But whereas if they have to write chartered accountancy paper, they have to write 4 exams. Now just see the comparison which is there. Forget this. Now when you are doing your article shape, never it was been thought about, which we have introduced this time, is international industrial training. Means if you have completed 1 year of your article shape now, the second year which is there, anywhere in the world where you want to go and do industrial training, you can go and do. But the condition is, earlier condition was limited to Indian chartered accountant only. Now we have changed that to any chartered accountant or a CPA who is a member of an institute, which institute is a member of IFAC. Anywhere in the world you can go and do. This also a part. In the new syllabus, what is the new thing which has come? International curriculum. Means you all people today, from foundation to final journey, you know what you're going to do? You are actually running parallelly so many lanes that in one time will come when you all qualify equally, and chartered accountant of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India will pass in Singapore, might be United States, Africa, which country we do not know, because we are now getting in country specific international curriculum. Abhi kya hota tha? If a person wants to do a chartered accountancy course, my father is living in United States or he is living in London. He is a chartered accountant of ICI and he wants his son also to become chartered accountant of ICI. Then what was happening is, whether I have seen income tax law or not, corporate law or not, I have to study sitting in London also Indian laws only. But now what we have told, nothing to do with Indian laws. Corporate law, income tax, indirect tax, all will be of that relevant country you need to study. Qualify your exam from there. We will give you membership there. Is it interesting or not? How many were seeing dreams during this time? Easy to pass now. Honestly, tell me. One thing I can tell you, my daughter, who was never interested to do CA, now she said after listening this entire discussion that I can also do CA now. I said, yes, you can also do CA now. The fact is very simple. We wanted you all to be competitive with the international market. Now it is your choice how you want to prepare yourself. It is your choice now. We are giving you the best pudding. What the plate is full. What you want to pick up, you can pick up. How you want to take it forward, you take it forward. Correct now? You are qualified, right? So did you have options of these many things? This rather in the C segment, no? Out of 10, 7 would have been part of auditing final. Auditing final ke andar 7 items were there. Rather we pulled out from there and we said nothing doing. This is one individual expertise subject. Let them do it from here. And once you qualify this, once you qualify your final examination, you have a certification and diploma courses. which is advanced courses where you can be called yourself as a system auditor or a forensic auditor or a valuation expert or an international tax expert. So let us work towards specialization experts in time to come. That is the focus with which we have worked. Is it clear? No. Yes. No. So how many understood? Don't raise hand. So almost have understood. Any questions you have? Please. Please ask. And anything which any other member also has, kindly without hesitation ask, because we may not be perfect, but your inputs will actually give us confidence to go and modify certain things. Yes.
So the first one is more of a clarification. Suppose I've registered in my articleship in the old scheme itself, the existing one. My assumption is that industrial training will still be 18 months for me,
Yes.
12 to 18 months.
See, wherever, this is the beauty of this entire course. Historically, ICI has been running parallel courses whenever there is a change in syllabus. This time we have taken a very conscious call that this is a cutoff. Old is old, new is new. Now, what is the difference between old and new? You need to understand. Nothing, no confusion at all. Right? If any student who is registered as article in the old regime will continue for 3 years as articleship. Point number one, clear? Even with one group, he would have joined articleship, he can continue doing his articleship. But in the new regime, which is from 1st of July, in that is, he has to complete 6 papers. Yani, in the current old examination only is happening. So 8 papers, both groups. He should pass both groups, then only he'll be eligible to do articleship. Now, articleship registration is one part, examination is another part. From May 24, May for inter and final, June for foundation. From that examination time, the new course only will be applied. Old course is not going to be there. So whatever you have to read the new syllabus only. In your question, if a person has started his articleship previously and he is eligible to write his examination, assume in the month of November 23, he has to write the examination of second group in the old syllabus only. God forbid a student doesn't pass. So he has to write examination of the new syllabus. So articleship period or any other period is independent. Before 30th June, whoever has registered for articleship with one group also is to write. He can register, but he'll register for 3 years of articleship. After 1st July, he'll register for 2 years articleship. Examination which is falling due in the month of November is going to be old syllabus. From May, it's going to be khatam. Clear?
Right. The last part is, I came across this somewhere, not sure if it's true, that if you've cleared inter, if you've cleared 8 papers of inter, then you have to only write 2 sets out of these 4. That is set C and D. Is that?
Yes. So what has happened is, logically, a student who's written 8 papers in intermediate, right, and passed and joined articleship, right? But whereas listen to it again, intermediate, I have written 8 papers and passed. My articleship is going on. Examination is falling due. In that, which is May 24, right? In that, he has to write 6 papers. Am I right? That means 2 papers he is writing short. 2 papers he is writing short. So the 2 papers is A and B. C and D are exempted for that student. Yes, over. C and D is exempted. A and B only is compulsory. If he is written A, if he is cleared, any person is cleared group 1, so he will be exempted of A also. Got? If examination in final, he is cleared group 1, so he will be exempted with set A. Whereas if he is cleared in group 2, he will be exempted of B. That B, C and D. A, C and D. Clear? Both easy, hai na? Simplified. Yes.
During the 2 years, we have almost 2 to 3 semester exams. The semester is almost per week. So how will we manage the leave during?
Very
the time?
simple. Both simple and nothing to worry in this. See, calculation is like, example, if I take a 2 years of articleship and I take an extension of example, I take additional leaves of 15-20 days, up to 40 days. वो calculation के लिए मेरे पास time नहीं है, but I'll send you one working of how the impact is going to be. Technically, you will not lose your examination. It will not differ till the time you exhaust almost 80-90 days or something like that. तो अगर 80-90 days कोई आदमी लेगा तो क्या करेगा यार? 4-5 days, 7 days, 10 days, 12 days, even if it is getting extended, how does it matter? Correct. But the focus is on a practical training only, right?
Got it. Thank you.
CA final student.
Yeah,
Are you raised hand for foundation?
no, I didn't raise.
Eh? Serious?
So now actually this set A and set B is exempted to May 24 attempt.
Yes, it is not applicable. Not exempted, not applicable.
Sorry, not applicable to complete before the exams. But there is a paper, sixth paper called in multidisciplinary paper. So there I need this 2 papers knowledge. So it is making it mandatory to me to study. Which is making me mandatory to study both the subjects also within this 8-9 months of period. So what should I do?
No. How is it? Tell me.
No, actually this 2 set A and
May exam. Huh. Huh.
So if I prefer not to write before my exams, then I'm not going to take the self-paced modules. But in the 6th paper, multidisciplinary paper, which is inclusive of these 2 chapters.
No, you have to write these 2 papers, no? Set A and B is compulsory, no? So if we are giving benefit, you want to withdraw the benefit, I can do. I can tell, okay, you write before examination. Yes. See, to what extent it is to be studied is something which you need to really look at. And obviously what said the last paper 6 है ना, उसके अंदर कितना impact आएगा, you can understand very clearly. So most of the time now, if you are aware that you are going to write your examination in the month of May, what we are doing in next 2 to 3 months time, we are coming out with the self-paced learning module of A and B. Syllabus is almost done. We have to come out with the video lectures. How much time it will take to complete? And we are giving these 2 papers, otherwise you are supposed to write with hand. 100 marks paper. So all benefits are given to you. Then again you have one question, wrong. Correct? So my request is basically, as soon as this comes, pick it up. Pick it up and conclude it. It will be benefit for you. Yes.
Good evening, sir. This is Shripad. I am CA final student. I appeared my exam. Unfortunately, I cleared. In second group, I got exemption in paper 6D, economic law. Now my doubt is, I am preparing group 1. Group 2, I don't know how to prepare at the time being, but so 6D exemption will be granted for new scheme paper 6 multidisciplinary.
You will not get that. But
Okay.
however, this answer I'll give you after taking into cognizance which exam paper is going to be exempted.
Okay.
After examination committee is going to decide which one to be exempted.
Okay.
This will be taken with the council and council will confirm which one to be given exemption.
No, my question is, they will give based on subject or based on paper? If it's
Paper.
paper only. Now it is paper 6 only in old scheme. New scheme also it is paper 6 only.
See, at this point in time, that's what I'm trying to tell. If you start asking questions one after another, I'll start answering differently the
Okay.
same question.
Okay,
Because of only one reason, that need to be taken a call at the examination committee.
okay,
Examination committee will decide which paper should be given exemption. That
okay.
will be decided by the council and then only it will come. So just wait for another couple of days, no?
Because I have to give a exam.
For some days,
Okay,
13, 14, 15, we have the council meeting in which we are going to decide and we'll
okay,
come back. right?
okay. And one more doubt is, now in SSP portal, there is no withdraw option. If you have a scored 60, there is no withdraw option, it is disappear. Is there any process for withdraw the exemption?
That is a choice. When you fill up your examination, you can say that I don't.
SSP portal is before that, for SSP portal, it is there. Now it is not there. It is like disabled only.
So you are saying that you got exemption and you want to withdraw your exemption.
Yes.
I don't want.
Yeah.
So at the time of filling examination form itself, you can actually fill up for all. So instead of claiming exemption now. Am I right?
But I think it's not so because it is not allowed because it's automatically.
They cannot do, but they have to fill up at the time of examination only. No filling up. Oh, then I'm not in exam. I am doing examination committee, but examination form I'm.
Okay.
Srinivas sir, answer.
When will you expect that guidance will become for that regarding exemption transfer?
I told you, 13, 14, 15 is our council meeting.
Okay.
And hopefully in that we'll come out with the exemption. Because this entire, we have to take the feedbacks which are coming in and
Okay.
accordingly we'll take a call.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So will be he exempted from writing set A or set B?
In final?
Yep.
Yeah,
So he'll be exempted even he unable to clear the groups, but got an exemption in corporate or economic laws.
right.
So-
So I'm so sorry. So this exemption process, which we are actually finalizing, this will be done. I know the answer, but I cannot answer. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the only thing is because it has to approve through the council. So be rest assured, it is only for the benefit of the student. That much I can tell you. Right?
Thank you, sir.
So I'm sorry, I have my limitation to share that till the time that is not approved by the council, it is not my, I am also driven by council itself. Right? Yes. Which is mandatory to do?
GMCS and advanced ITT is mandatory to write, to eligible to write for the self-based exams.
No. So ITT and it is before inter and after articleship.
After articleship.
So after articleship, this is during the course of articleship.
No, I'm the third year article. I'm writing my exams in May 24. I did only advanced ITT and I cleared exam also. That exam. GMCS is not yet done. If I want to write self-based article, self-based exam, am I clear?
No, you can write that.
I
You'll
can.
be, yeah. Will be there. No, she cannot write the examination. So otherwise, GMC is to compulsory. And more importantly, like one good thing happened in the entire new syllabus. This is the last question because I have to take my flight. If any questions are there, Chairman, you can just take it, collect it and keep it. Might be. You are, sir. You can continue actually. I'll leave. Yeah. You continue.
So if my final exam is in May 24, is it compulsory for me to write set A and B before exams or can I write it after exams?
After exams only. If it is May 24, you are given a benefit for after writing examination also.
Okay. Is there any time period before final exam which
Your results
before
will not be announced.
no, before which I should complete my self-based modules if it is after May 24?
Before applying for membership.
Okay.
Your membership will be given to you even if you pass examination. You have to complete this, then only your membership number will come.
Thank you.
So I'll actually take a leave, right? If any questions are there, request Srinivas sir to take it up. And what I'll do is, how many of you have actually seen the video of BOS? If you have not, my request to you all people is kindly take the, what do you say? Just have a look at the video. It has most of the questions answered. If by chance you have anything, there is a mail ID which has been given for all the clarification you want to raise. And my request to you all people is rather than listening to some external people, some people are unnecessary making certain videos without even knowing the essence of the entire CRET. Okay. If you have question, call any one of us, any council members. Srinivas Sarto is here only. Call any one of us and take clarity. Don't follow certain people who are, they don't even know the rule of game, right? And they have been talking, creating videos and sharing multiple in all the social media platforms and all. My honest request is, example, if anything goes wrong or you want to ask any clarification, you will ask your father, mother, or a neighbor. So we are father, mother, institute is a mother, right? So only listen to institute, only listen to the institute announcements which are there, because those are only thing which are important. And take it from me, we don't want to blame any other people. It is like, we all are also loving our students. We also want our students to get through comfortably, and take it from us, out of so many council, 32 council members, our children are also doing CA. Right? So we don't want to do any kind of injustice at any given point in time. Right? Best, yeah.
Major issues of CAs were two. One is articleship, other is passing exam is difficult. You reduce the articleship period. Any chance examination will be easier or more people can come?
Then if you're faculty and you have not seen the syllabus and you have not gone through line by line item, then you have actually.
No, the syllabus wise I'm clear. Examination wise, will it be any?
Examination, what it is, even today the examinations are very good.
I
don't know if people are not going to put best efforts and they are not going to do it.
Any concession will be given.
What concession? No concession.
Thank you, sir. It's a lighter note.
See, today we are proud that a chartered accountant who's qualified from this institute has been the best ever in the world. And you expect us to actually dilute anything? So don't expect. You all have to raise up rather than institute coming down. It was my father who was a council member, and I never got an exemption at any given point in time for the smallest thing also. Right? So how do you expect that, a father-son relation, which is already, if I tell my number of attempts, you will be shocked. I don't want to tell at this point in time. You want to know? Video pause karo. Video pause. My total, I am a CA dropout student at foundation level. I did my graduation. After graduation,
Website we have referred to enough. Seen PPTs too many, but listening to it from horse's mouth is what exactly was the intention behind this program. The new syllabus, new CA course as such, that was a fantastic clarification on the new scheme of education and training. Thank you so much, CA Dayanivas sir, for giving much more clarity on the new scheme. Thank you so much. Now, may I call upon, can I request CA Kota Srinivas, our own Central Council member, CA Examination Committee member of ICI, to address all of us. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, all of you. First of all, let me congratulate Bangalore branch committee and also the CICASA Bangalore for organizing this particular program at a very, very short notice. Actually, they came here for some other meetings. In between, we thought we'll have this meeting. I should thank both Prasanna sir and Dayanivas Sharma sir for being here and addressing all of you and clarifying few of the doubts and withholding certain clarification, very important answers as such. As Secretary said, it's better to hear from the horse mouth. So we have a horse here, and from his experience and from his work, he shared all his experiences. And don't take 14 attempts to become a central council member and also the board of studies chairman. With less attempts also you can become central council members. Since they have to catch their flight, they have to leave. So thank you once again, sir, on behalf of all the students and faculty members who are here. As they requested. As they requested, definitely I also would like to endorse his views that a lot of work has gone for reducing the syllabus, but still there is scope for improvement, sir. Still there is scope for improvement because earlier syllabus taxation, of course, it's our core area of identification of a chartered accountant who should be strong enough in taxation. Earlier income tax was for 60 marks and GST was for 40 marks. In the new syllabus, it is for 50-50, but syllabus has not changed. So I used to fight in the council also, in that meetings also, income tax should be for 100 marks. But somehow I couldn't succeed in that. With the same syllabus, it has come to 50 marks, GST with 50 marks. I was successful only in a final level where I kept both. We could enforce that direct tax for 100 marks and indirect tax for 100 marks as such. So that is continuing. Many places we have reduced the syllabus. I was in that international taxation setting syllabus. I told we discussed threadbare, the international taxation syllabus. Few of the syllabus we said like you have in set C, where you can select one of the topics. We all advocated let students understand the subject. It's not that we have to test the knowledge of a student. Let us keep certain topics where it will be interesting for students and let them pass. What is there in that? Let them pass this self-paced learning. So like that, we have a lot of deliberations happened. Almost all the 32 council members were there in syllabus setting. As he said, all of us wants students to get benefited out of this. When it comes to results, Chinmay was asking whether you can do something for results. A lot of things we do, sir. Lot of things we do, still there is a result. Whatever we do, it's only upward. We never do anything downward because being a examination committee member, I'm telling, whatever we do, it's only upward. There's no downward. In spite of that, this is the result. So there's a lot of things as faculties, I'm telling you, very core subjects, students are not performing as expected. The core subjects for a chartered accountant may be auditing, taxation, accounts. We get subject wise performance for us. When we sit in the examination committee, we get subject wise performance. Because your faculties here, I'm telling, certain subjects, you have to see that the students will prepare well, they understand well, the concepts has to be understood very well. And going forward in the new syllabus, they will not have practical experience. Now with practical experience, this is the result. Where they'll go for articleship, then this is the result. In the new syllabus, there won't be articleship. After completing intermediate only, they're entering the articleship. So it's more onus on the faculty members now. I cannot blame students now. Earlier, maybe would have blamed students or their principals. Now, only faculties we have to blame if students are not performing well. So you have a additional task now to see that not only you tell them teach them the concepts, but also the practical aspects. Sir, you're there for one more time. Shall I continue? Yeah. That PPT. So you want me to continue with the PPT or you want a few questions to be answered? Shall I just take you through some of the PPT? He has put only one slide and he went forward. If you want, yeah. Okay, majority of you are doing articles. Before getting into this conversion scheme, let me tell you, whoever has started your articles before June 30th, or those of you are doing articles, you will be for 3 years. So there may be compulsory transition with respect to the examinations or syllabus, but there is no compulsory transmission with respect to articleship. So those of you who have joined for articleship for doing 3 years of articleship, You have to do 3 years. There's no question of now we are into new scheme, so make us 2 years means it will not be allowed. But there are certain students who have passed both the groups of intermediate and they have joined for articleship. Last month they would have joined. They're asking, I will surrender my articleship and I'll rejoin. If you want, you can do it. We have no problem. If you want to surrender your articleship, you can surrender and you can rejoin. Any one of you are here who have joined for articleship after completing both the groups of intermediate last month or one or 2 months back? April. So you want to continue in this thing, or you want to surrender? And so only one thing I would like to say, like I would like to address you only. Yesterday, one of my senior chartered accountant called me and asked Srinivas, 4 or 5 people in my office wants to withdraw and rejoin. He said, what is the procedure? I said, I will get back to you, sir. There is a possibility they can withdraw. But I also told him to just talk to the students. Whether you withdraw and take the new articleship, or you continue in this articleship, you will be eligible to write your examination in May 2026 only. Either way, you will be eligible to write May 26 examination. So from examination perspective, there won't be any change. There won't be any change. So if you feel that I will reduce 1 year of article, so only 2 years of article I am doing, only I'll not be doing 3 years of article. Let me share with each and every one of you, this is the golden period of your life. Articleship is the golden period of your life. If you ask me personally, I don't want it to be 2 years. I want it to be 3 years only. Because all of us have done 3 years. Anybody who's sitting here have done 3 years. Maybe seeing the global scenario, the wisdom of the council, it thought that we should reduce it to 2 years to attract more students, or for various reasons. But personally, if you ask me, I feel that 3 years is the articles which is to be done. And you're all fortunate, you already joined. Please complete that 3 years of articles rigorously and seriously. Also, you complete your CA examinations. So one thing I would like to say is 3 years for articleship, it will not be changed. Then whatever the examinations that's happening in November, this 2023 will be the old examination, the old scheme, the existing scheme. From 24 onwards, it will be in the new scheme. And there won't be parallel examinations. Earlier, whenever this new credit was introduced, we used to have parallel examination. The old scheme, you write for 3 examinations, 6 examinations as such. Now we say it's only one syllabus, one examination. So whichever examination you are writing, whatever is the syllabus, whatever is the topics, you have to answer. There's no question of old syllabus examination, new syllabus examination. Of course, what papers you have to write, as he said, examination committee and council has to decide. Most of the things even I know, but as a procedure, I cannot share with all of you. So most of the things will be deliberated and discussed, finalized in the next month, and it will be announced. So whatever examinations or papers you have to write in the new syllabus, you are supposed to write. If you have passed group 1, you may have to write group 2. If you have passed group 2, you may have to write group 1, both in intermediate and final. But there will be some change in the subjects, because earlier it was 4 subjects, now it is 3 subjects. And in the new scheme, we have 6 subjects, as he said, 6 subjects in intermediate, 6 subjects in final, and there will be 30% of marks for MCQ questions. 30% is MCQ and 70% is objective. For foundation, there is negative marking, but when it comes to intermediate and final, we also discussed about negative marking, but after due deliberations and maybe the majority of the council members felt that we should not go for negative marking in intermediate and final. So finally it was dropped. There is no negative marking in intermediate and final. So there is 30 marks for MCQ and 70% objective type. Okay, so what are the contents, implementation schedule? Few things already we have discussed. Papers at foundation, intermediate and final level, new scheme of education, training at a glance, notable points of conversion, scenarios of conversion, transition scheme. Whenever this CRET comes, it will be discussed under 4 verticals. Whenever a CRET comes, it will be discussed under 4 verticals. First vertical will be academics, what we talk about, the syllabus. Second vertical will be articleship. third vertical will be examination, and the fourth vertical will be other courses. So if you see, compare these four verticals, if you keep what is there in the old scheme and what will be there in the new scheme. So syllabus, if I take in the old scheme, it was 8 papers. In the new scheme, it will be 6 plus 6. So in the existing scheme, we were writing 16 papers, 8 papers in the intermediate and 8 papers in the final. In the new scheme also, you will be writing 16 papers, 6 papers in the intermediate, 6 papers in the final, and 4 papers as online self-paced online modules. So total it will be 16 papers. When it comes to examination, articleship, of course, earlier it was three years, now it is 2 years. The earlier 3 years, you could have entered into articleship through direct entry as soon as you complete your graduation, whether commerce or other graduation, or when you are a foundation student, when you pass either of the groups, you could have, you are eligible for taking up the articleship and do for 3 years. In the new scheme, these two things are not there. Any student who passes intermediate only will be eligible for articleship, and the articleship period will be 2 years. We say it is uninterrupted articleship period, meaning you are not supposed to write any examinations. So in the 2 years of articleship period in the new scheme, a student is not eligible to write any examination. So it's an uninterrupted period of articleship. Only thing you can do is this online self-paced learning. Online self-paced learning modules you can do in this 2 years of articleship, but nothing beyond that. After 2 years of articleship, within the next 6 months, you can complete your advanced ITT and GMCS. During articleship, you cannot do in the new scheme. After 2 years of articleship only you can do. In the existing scheme, after 1 year you can do advanced ITT and GMCS you can do, but in the new scheme after 2 years you can do. After the expiry of 6 months, whichever examination is there for final, you can do it. Now, current scheme also, in the 3 years of articleship, last 6 months you can take the examination. Last 6 months you can take the examination. Now also after 2 years plus 6 months, whichever exam comes, final, you are eligible. Then the examination pattern, the paper pattern, as I said, now presently you have only in 4 papers where it will be 30% MCQs, both at inter and final level. Now in all the papers, MCQ questions will be there for 30 marks and 70 will be for objective types. In final group 2, you had paper number 6, which you had 6 electives. You had 6 electives in the new scheme. Existing scheme. In the new scheme, you don't have options, you don't have electives. Only one paper is there, paper 6, which is a multidisciplinary case studies. So examination articleship and the courses, whatever was there in the existing scheme, it is continuing. That is orientation course, ITT, advanced ITT, GMCS. Apart from this, there are 4 more: set A, set B, set C, and set D. That is online self-paced learning. Set A and set B is compulsory. Set A and set B is compulsory. And of course, set C and set D is also compulsory, but you have got a list of topics. You saw that slide where in set C, you have 10 topics, you have to select 1. In set D, you have got 4 topics, you have to select 1. So examinations, as I said, 23 will be in the current year will be the last year where you will be writing in the existing scheme. Then from 2024, you will be writing in new scheme. May 24 and May 24 intermediate and final. June 24 is foundation. Presently, we have 2 examinations for inter and final and 2 examinations for foundation. So the discussion is happening in the examination department and also committee and also with the council. We would like to increase the number of examinations. For inter and final, it may go from 2 to 3 examinations. For foundation, it may go from 2 to 3 or even 4. So that is what the thing we are just discussing. I'm not saying that from 24 it will be implemented, because there are so many other administrative issues to get a examination center. We have to work a lot, and a lot of administration thing also has to happen. So just this is a thing that is happening, that has been discussed. If it happens in 2024, it's okay. Otherwise, over a period of time, it may happen. And when you was telling about online examinations for foundation, From 4, we can even go for 6 examinations. So every bi-monthly, we can go for online examinations. Once we go for online examination, there won't be any objective type questions. Everything will be like MCQ questions. So these are subjects of the foundation. I don't want to dwell too much about this. Accounting 100 marks is there. Some of the portions in intermediate accounts has been shifted to foundation, and in intermediate we had accounting and advanced accounting. Both the things have been clubbed. So these are the subjects for intermediate. Group 1, 3 subjects, that is advanced accounting. So accounting has been renamed as advanced accounting. Then corporate and other laws for 100 marks. Taxation, that's what I said, income tax law for 50 marks and indirect taxes for 50 marks. Then when it comes to group 2, cost and management accounting, 100 marks. This cost and management accounting was in group 1. It has been shifted to group 2. Then it was auditing and assurances was there. Now it has been changed to auditing and ethics, 100 marks. We had financial management, strategic management, EIS, and something on business economics. So that EIS and business economics have been removed. It's only FM and SM, 50-50 marks. So this I think already has explained. I don't want to spend time on this. This is final. So subjects, this is paper 1, 2, 3 is for group 1. Paper 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 is for group 2. Financial reporting, it remains. Advanced financial management also it remains. Advanced auditing, assurance, and professional ethics. This is in group 1. Group 2, direct tax laws and international taxation, indirect tax laws. All these 5 papers is retained. Only the 6th paper, I said we had electives. So you had 6 options in the 6th paper. Now it's only 1 option. There is no electives. Multidisciplinary case study with strategic management is the 6th paper. So this is the flow chart of new scheme of education and training. I don't want to go through this because I can't see. Notable points for conversion scheme. All existing students will be automatically converted. Earlier, what used to happen whenever there is a conversion, we used to charge certain fees to the students. So now we decided there won't be any charges. So automatically, all the students in the existing scheme will be converted into the new scheme, except for articleship period. Sir, you said everything will be converted. So don't go and sit in front of your principal. I have completed 2 years, sign my 108 means it will not happen. After conversion at SSP portal, study material kit can be ordered. Okay. So this is for ordering the materials. If you have already got the materials in the old scheme, you will not be eligible for materials in the new scheme. If you want to order that, then for foundation, you have to pay 500, and for inter and final, you have to pay 1,000 rupees. So suppose you already registered, but you have not encashed that coupon. So now you want to encash in the new syllabus, in the new scheme, we will not be charging anything. Group wise and paper wise exemption will be announced by the examination department separately. Self-paced online modules can be undergone only after passing both groups of intermediate examination. So once you have to pass intermediate examination, then only you'll be eligible to do this self-paced online modules. Before that, you are not supposed to do that. Then students who have qualified both groups of intermediate are exempted from undergoing self-paced online modules set C and set D. This also I think it was explained. So those who have passed inter as of now, so they need not do set C and D, only A and B has to be done. Exemption in self-paced online modules in either will be applicable for students who have passed 7 papers. Okay. So certain things I will just skip because of many, it's not be applicable for you, and because of time also. Students who have commenced practical training till 30th June 2023, as I said, you will be in the existing scheme of training, 3 years of practical training, and you will be entitled for 156 days of leave under the existing scheme. Under the new scheme, you will be eligible only for 12 days a year, 12 days of leave every year. So totally it will be 24 days because you are not supposed to write in examination. Students who have passed either group of intermediate and did not commence their 3 years of practical training till 30th June 2023. So there are so many students who have passed in this examination. I heard somebody unfortunately cleared. So like that, many students, unfortunately, they would have cleared one group or both the groups on July 5th, we got the results. July 5th, we declared the results. That was the first time in the history of ICA, within 45th day dot, we have declared the results of both inter and final. So earlier it was not done. Earlier it was done. It was on the 50th or 52nd day. This time we have declared results at 45th day. So there are many students who have passed, but they are not eligible to take up the articles because July 1st was the cutoff date. Many people are writing mails to us and saying that, sir, it was not our fault. You have declared results very late. You should have declared results on June 29th itself. Then you would have joined on June 30th. Even 45 days, they are asking me, this is too late from the ICA side. Then I replied, this is the first time we have declared within 45 days. He said, okay, thank you very much, sir. He just kept quiet. So now, as on today, as the law stands today, they will not be eligible for taking up articleship if they have passed one group. But again, let me tell you, this point is for discussion in the coming council. Not even council. I think day after tomorrow on 19th, we have a meeting of the Board of Studies committee where we will be discussing and something may come out which will help majority of the students. If they have passed one of the groups in the recent examination, we may allow as a window for them to register, so that you have to wait for a few more days, one more week. Students provisionally registered in intermediate under direct entry route, of course, they have to pass both the groups and only they'll be eligible. Students who will appear in November 23 final exam in the existing scheme and pass one of the groups. So if students pass one of the group in final, there is not much problem, I'll tell you. Because if you pass group 1, you have to do group 2. In group 2, you have to do that particular costing thing as self-paced learning. If you pass group 1, maybe you have to give a group 1 with that corporate law as a self-paced learning. That's what it will come. I said, but it will come after 1 month. So only for final, I am telling. I'll not go for intermediate. If you pass group 1, you have to write group 2. There are only 3 papers. The other one you have to do on self-paced learning. Validity of conversion period in new scheme is ascended. Okay. So I don't think you should go through all these things. Don't take 14 attempts, 28 attempts and all. So 4 years validity is for foundation, 5 years validity for what do you call this, intermediate. Again, you can renew for 1 more year, 5 plus 5, 10 years. Final 10 years, you can keep on renewing. There's no comma, there's no full stop for final renewation. Every 10 years, you can keep on doing. So doing CA should be part of life. I usually tell students, it should be part of life. It should not be life itself. Now CA then you cannot be like that. So it should be only a part of life. Business accounting associate is something like we had ATC in the existing scheme also. Accounting technician certificate is there. Now we have introduced this BAA also. It's an exit route. Like today, if you are a BCom graduate, how many of you are BCom graduates? Now people, I can't see anybody. They will not even do BCom also. How many of you are BCom graduates? Okay, very few. So others are all aged more than 21 years, huh? Less than 21 years. So you're at least pursuing the graduation. Okay. So don't leave graduation. Kindly don't leave graduation. And if any of the faculty here says don't do BCom, you tell I have told you to do BCom, please do BCom. You tell the faculty BCom, we will do BCom. Okay. At least some graduation has to be done. So if you do if you don't do the graduation, if you start CA, and if you don't complete a CA, you'll be nowhere. You'll be second PUC or SSLC only. You have to give as a visiting card. You cannot give a visiting card as say, okay, I assume you have done the BCom. You cannot give a visiting card as BCom and CA intermediate. Today you cannot give, na? Or you cannot print a visiting card BCom, CA final, group 1. Or BCom, CA final, group 1, group 2, 2 papers exemption. Something like that, you cannot give a card. Either you should be BCom or CA, BCom ACA. Now there is an exit route of as a qualification, or it's not a qualification. At least you can put in your card that BCom, BAA, that is Business Accounting Associate. Who is eligible for this? A person who has a student who has completed intermediate examination. Of course, he would have done this orientation course and ITT. Then after that, he would have completed his 2 years of articleship. Then he has to complete advanced ITT and GMCS course, and also the 4 paper self-paced learning. All these, if he has completed, for various reasons, he cannot pursue final, various reasons, maybe some financial reasons, he has to discontinue the course, or other reasons like he couldn't complete the CA final, then he can just get this BAA. So it will be an intermediate examination, a certificate for that. A student can apply for this BAA. Scenarios of conversion. You want all these things? No. Okay. So if you don't want, I'll close this. We can go for question and answers. Because there are so many things which it may not be applicable to everybody, but there are things which is applicable for everybody. Independently, like there may be some 10 scenarios. 10 scenarios will not applicable to all of you, but every scenario it may be applicable to each and every one of you. So when once this is already there in the website, you just go through one slide by slide. You apply yourself where you are. Don't bother about your friend. Angalla kane inge kane anta ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ದೇನೋ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ ಕಣೆ ಇದು ಹಂಗೆ ಕಣೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಣೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಬೇಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ದೇನೋ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ದ position you are there, you just see that and what are the transition provisions. If you start telling everybody, then you will forget yours. So practical training I have said. Okay. Except for exemptions. Except for exemptions, any questions you can ask. Yes, sir. I can see you, I cannot hear you. You're here but not near. Tell me.
Sir, my question is, when we will able to write the self-paced online modules?
Sir, as per that announcement, 1st of July 2023.
Means like we have to register for the exams, like we are in our articleship period. We are now eligible for writing, but
when are you eligible to write your final exams, sir?
May 2025.
May
2025.
May 2025. Okay. So now, as he said, as Daya was telling, from 1st July, it is we have said that online course is started, but he said there will be certain lectures and all, and examination committee has to clear. Maybe 1.5 months you may have to wait, then you can start.
Sir, another question is, sir, there will be some attempt restriction, like or a days restriction attempting the online modules.
That was there. That also was discussed. So just wait for that entire thing. Means just wait for the announcement from the institute, whether you can write together or there should be some gap. That we will come out with.
Okay, thank you.
But sufficient time will be given for each and every student to do it.
Okay, thank you.
Earlier, when I was doing articleship, we were supposed to get eligibility to write intermediate examinations. We used to write Sunday tests. So we used to write the morning 1 paper, afternoon 1 paper, next Saturday for 2 papers, Sunday 2 papers. Whether we will pass or not, but we used to write. So it was a nightmare for students. Means I can't say it's a nightmare, it's an opportunity for all of us, I should say. We used to write 100 marks paper of intermediate before getting ourselves eligible to write the intermediate examination. Yes, sir. Articleship you do 3 years.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'll come.
I had a doubt regarding the final. My attempt is in November 24. So the papers, I think only 3 modules have been put on the website. The papers, the modules for direct taxation, indirect taxation, and the integrated business paper is not put. So by when can we expect the modules
So
to come in?
that syllabus is
Correct. Module, study matter.
Okay. Maybe 1 month, sir. So that is Board of Studies thing, not mine. In fact, I said on 1st July, it should be ready. They said it will be ready. Small tweaking may be happening, so anytime it may come.
Right.
Not only digital, I even wanted the physical copy to be ready on 1st July.
Okay.
But it's taking some time, it will be ready.
Right. So in your slide in the BA degree,
BA.
so in the 4th point you had put, you have to clear all 4 self-paced modules.
Correct.
But since I've already cleared my intermediate, so even am I required to write the additional 2 papers because I'm currently exempt?
Okay, for writing your final, na? For final, you are exempt from C&D. Yeah, that's okay.
So I have to write other 2 or is it exempt even for
the
BA?
other 2 will be exempted for you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Why are you worrying about BA? Forget about BCom. Worry about ACA. Why you are worrying about BA? I said only option. Don't exercise that option.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Before asking question, sorry, you said that exemption, except exemption, you ask another question.
Yes.
Regarding exemption only, can I ask or not?
No, exemption you can ask, but I cannot answer.
Yeah.
Most of the things I know.
Yeah.
I've seen entire exemption
No,
schedule, but I can't answer.
you are request, I am on the, so many students are requesting regarding when will be released the notice, because examination filing application will come in coming month, I think. Before that, we know to that how to prepare.
Whatever your existing exemption, don't worry. This whatever happens only for May 24, still time is.
Yeah, but they have both group, no? We have to prepare. For now, we are preparing one group.
Okay.
They have an exemption in second group economic law, paper 6. But in regard, if you have a no exemption in new syllabus, you have to withdraw the exemption, you try for another same subject in the new scheme. It is better to student because all students, so many students have got exemption in paper 6 economic law. If it is not available in new scheme, then you have to get withdrawn. They have to get another same subject like IDT means indirect tax or direct tax. Then it is beneficial to the student only.
Only one thing I can assure you, your exemption will not go waste. Your exemption will not go waste in any paper.
Thank you so much. And I have another question. I have a coupon. I have redeemed one group.
Yeah, this publication thing, na?
Yeah,
Publication.
yeah, coupon regarding coupon. I have redeemed one group coupon. I have another group coupon is there. It is going to expire after that. Now I want to redeem the coupon in new scheme. It is available or?
Right now, it is not printed, but it is available. Means as I explained in that slide.
Okay.
So if you want, you can take in the new syllabus material. You can renew that coupon.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you have taken in the old scheme, if you want to buy, you have to pay 1,000 rupees.
Okay. For both group or one group?
It says for both the groups only.
Okay.
One group, we are not. I think we are not done that. Maybe 500 rupees you have to charge.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Sir, usually I've listened people telling that what the material available in ICI, that is not 80% of the subject. Even if we study, we cannot clear. I have listened. So you should study further.
From where you have listened? The thing is, source is important. Source is important. I'll tell you, it is not 80%, it is 180%.
Yes,
if
sir.
I am wrong, let any of the faculty tell me. It is not 80%, it should be 180%.
That is clarity I want, because even I was
Any of the
confused
faculty can
what
correct me if
further
I'm wrong.
study.
Faculty are quite, I think.
Because
Sir,
this confusion
senior
will
faculty
lose
would-
the confidence.
Maybe 180% may not be correct, just said, but definitely it's more than 100%, madam.
Yes, sir.
There's absolutely nothing. I cannot show my study material in 1990s.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Yeah.
What the student says is not correct, because in the study period, whatever we observe in the for mathematics, we ask 40 questions, as you know, sir, very well. Statistics, 40 questions. to answer those 40 questions, the material what it is given, it is more than sufficient.
Okay.
What I have been observing, more it is given, especially statistics. The entire 3 years statistics of BSA has been covered in your syllabus, according to my knowledge.
How many formulas you have to remember, sir? Statistics?
Statistics, many formulas, many formulas.
No,
you
no.
have to
I want
remember.
to tell how many formulas I remembered when I was writing my
If you
intermediate.
tell, then I will tell you. Sir.
Yeah. Exactly, I don't know, but maybe more than 50 formulas in statistics and
60, 70 formulas
yeah.
are sufficient.
And 30, 40 in mathematics.
Mathematics,
I used to remember everything in intermediate years. Any
Therefore,
student.
there finally what I want to say is your study material is good.
Good.
That's all. That's what I want to say.
So faculty, madam, I'm not saying, I'm not a council member is not saying, faculty is saying. Every material is good, madam. Even I was teaching, income tax.
I say differently.
Ah.
Good or bad is their issue, but compared to any other thing available studying material is the first difference.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Ah.
sir, the paper 3 foundation, it's only for 2 hours exam in CA foundation. Paper 3 is for 2 hours because 100% MCQ they're given. All the students complain time is very less.
Okay.
So why can't institute introduce 70-30 there and make it 3 hours also?
No, we want to make 100% MCQ. There's no question of going back. Now, whereas 70 is there, I have to bring back to 100% of MCQs.
Okay. And that is one thing. Second thing, they're telling at 2 o'clock only they're giving MCQ, OMR booklet as well as question paper. So ticking itself will, that 10 minutes will go
I
off.
should stop using mobiles and start writing.
Okay.
I said we used to write all the 11 papers. 8 papers we used to write. Some papers two times I was supposed to pass.
Okay.
So they have to practice. Even my students, I will tell they don't know to write. They cannot even complete 100 marks.
Okay.
How many of you will complete 100 marks in the examinations? We used to write for 120 marks. How many of you will complete 100 marks? When I ask my students after the examination, the first question I ask, how many marks you have written? They say 40 marks, 50 marks. How can they expect to pass?
And reading time is not there, sir, for those 2 papers.
We didn't have, sir. We didn't have even one day between also.
Right.
7 days continuous, 8 days continuous, we have written final examinations, both the groups. No 15 minutes, no 1 day break also. And they are more intelligent than us, sir. I would have scored 60% in SSLC. They would have scored 95% in SSLC. They are much more intelligent than me. Or maybe you also.
Yes, sir.
There's no. There is
No,
no
70-30 is there.
bifurcation.
70-30 is there.
No, but in this one, it wasn't there. It was just direct tax.
70-30 is there, sir. I think.
I don't
it's
know
not-
about that.
I think it should be 70-30.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
So just one doubt, new scheme, news.
Everybody can see you, no? I can, everybody wants to see you.
So new scheme is definitely beneficial for the students. What about the CA practitioners?
I'm not saying it is beneficial for students. Time only will decide. I'm telling 3 years is a must, but of course, it's a council's decision. I'm not denying that. I can't tell you, maybe you can meet me separately. I'll tell you whether it is useful or not. Practitioners, of course, we know what has to be done. So many challenges keeps coming to us. So this is another challenge. We'll cope. Huh? Anyway, different this thing, but of course, you will not get that much of exposure as such as students.
Sir, you told us to do our BCom. During articleship, we get about 3 to 4 semesters of BCom. If we get only 12 days of leave per year, how can we write those exams? 2 semesters of those exams during articleship?
No, I don't think you can do all the 6 semesters in the articleship. By the time you complete your intermediate, you would have completed 5 semesters of BCom, no? It's not that after second PUC, you will start, right, you will complete immediately the articleship, means intermediate, and you will start articleship. It will take 2.5 years, not 2.5 years, it will take.
So 1.5.
Huh?
3
No, 1.5 years means almost 4 semesters will be over, no?
Yes.
Only 2 semesters.
So 12 days of leave.
Yeah, it's sufficient, no?
So the day of the exam at least.
How many? Yeah, that. How many days of exams?
In one semester at 7.
That you can talk to your principal, maybe you can serve afterwards. After 2 years, you serve for 1 more month.
So my question is pretty simple. Yes, sorry for that.
Okay. I didn't see that structure.
So my question is pretty simple. Like in the recent tweet by the Finance Ministry, Nirmala Sitharaman, that we can expect any kind of information technology as a re-inclusion in the final syllabus.
No, it's there in all the final syllabus, all the 6 papers, we have introduced technology and code of ethics wherever it is required.
Yes, sir. But
Like when I have to tell you, like if it is income tax, code of ethics will be introduced. We may bring some of the decisions of the disciplinary committee where you may go wrong, where it will affect your code of ethics, ethics principle. All those things will be incorporated in that.
Okay, there won't be any kind of re-inclusion after that. Okay.
Not immediately.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. So this final, there is MCQ 30% and objective is 70%. Is there should we change the we have wrote foundation enter in having a strategy or adaptability to our ICA study material like exam perspective? Should I change my perspective and adapt to the new thing, or else should I continue that? Like in a personal way, I'm asking, how should my approach towards exam should be?
Same, what way you have to change your examination perspective. Like intermediate it's a working knowledge, final it's a expert knowledge.
Yeah.
So that has to be there. The way you're writing the answers, the way marks are allotted is different. There's no need for you to change your approach. You have to get the expert knowledge of each and every subject to write the final examinations. Any approach has to be changed, sir, faculty members? Of course, instead of writing, it has been reduced. You can only select ABCD. Lock kiya jaye, that's all.
Sir, in November 23, if you clear only one group, how it will be in group 2 in new scheme?
Which group 1 you're clearing? Intermediate or final?
Intermediate.
That I said now that if you clear group 1, you have to write group 2.
In May 24?
Yeah.
Okay. So in exemptions and May.
That's what I said, that everything will come. Wait for 1 month. Or you come and meet me afterwards. I'll tell you how to clear which papers you have to get exemption. I'll tell you.
In self-test models, set B, strategy, cost management and performance evaluation. It is 100% MCQ or case study.
No, self-paced learning 100% is MCQ only.
And in final, you told like in every paper we are having 70-30 ratio. Even in FR also we are having.
Yeah.
Every paper.
That is also part of final, na, FR?
Yes, sir.
Every paper includes that also, right?
No, it's completely standards. No, that's why.
We will give a standard questions there. Hello, pa. Standard question on standards. Standard question on standards will give you.
Hi, hello, sir.
Hello.
Being working professional. So I just came to join CA.
Oh, right.
I have done my master, but I didn't execute the score that 55% or 60%. So I saw new syllabus for complete CMA and CS intermediate. You have direct joining to intermediate. Is there any option for master holders? So where they can join directly to.
Sir, you have done some basic degree, no? Graduation you have
I
done.
have done graduation.
Which graduation you have done?
BCom.
You have scored 55% in that?
No, not in that.
Then I think you have to go for foundation.
Yeah. No,
If you're not done that 50, if you're not scored that 55%, more than 55%,
even I did masters.
Masters, I don't know whether only for intermediate of ACS and CMA it is there, sir.
Why
not for masters?
Why it's not for masters? Because I know that CA now.
Masters, how much you have scored, sir?
That is less than 55 only.
More than 55 only we take. BCom.
The same
graduation, post graduation also it may be there. I can see, but if it is less than 55%, we can't help you.
No, but it is not the same for CMA intermediate completed or CS
Sir,
intermediate.
we value that CMA and ACS. Sir. There is no question of 55%. No, 50% actually they have to score, no, to pass the examinations.
Yeah,
and that's a professional examinations. We consider that also.
I believe recently, CA been recognized as masters in universities.
CMA is recognized as CA.
Yeah.
So CA is recognized as equal to masters. CA.
So is there any
Masters
advantage?
cannot be equal to CA.
Not equal to
CA is equal to masters. The reverse cannot happen.
My great question is that one you are giving direct entry to CMA intermediate or CS intermediate. Why can't for masters who completed masters?
So that is
There is
professional course.
There is no percentage matters, but
Yeah,
it is for
definitely,
master
definitely.
holders.
So that they will take care. Professional institution will take care of the percentages.
Is there any possibilities that going?
As of
you
now, we don't
MOU?
have. You can just send a mail. Let me see.
Sure. Thank you.
ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಾ ಇರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಮಲಗಿ ಎದ್ದೋಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ತರ ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೇನೋ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು which one okay so if you have some questions you can ask so that you can answer in the class ಏನಪ್ಪ secretary is saying last question who will get that opportunity a boy or a girl So CASA students will not ask questions, huh? Banned, huh? Everything has been understood. No more questions. Clear with the new scheme. Now you can go and tell the entire world that you know the new scheme. So don't tell anything. Let them read. Huh? All the best to all of you. Those who are writing. So only one sincere suggestion to all of you, don't think of exemptions. I never tell my students or neither I was interested in getting any exemptions. Either you pass or you fail, that's all. I don't want to carry 2 marks cards with 1 exemption with all the passing. I never tried that. Luckily, I didn't get also like that. So whenever I get more than 60, I would have passed that group. So November 23, if you are attempting the examinations, please give your best efforts and see that you will clear those examinations. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, CA Dayanivas sir, for those clarifications, especially regarding examination. Now, may I request Shripad sir to MC member to escort CA Vikas Oswal sir to give orientation to the students and welcome him with floral bouquet. I request Vikas was also to take over.
Dear students, when I saw the CA intermediate new syllabus, it was status quo, means what, there is no changes or amendment. But when I saw CA final material, I just said, lovely, 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 extraordinary material they brought in. 2018, I was little disappointed because certain decisions were taken where they reduced the auditing syllabus. I teach auditing from past 2 decades. And this time when I saw the new syllabus, it was so good, absolutely like an international level. I can say our study material are matching the international level. That's what I could say. 33% of the auditing syllabus has been changed at CA final level. Can you believe it? See, take example, there is a Singapore-based company, which is a parent company, and it is having a subsidiary in India. Now, the subsidiary in India, suppose it is based in Bangalore. So we do the audit of the Bangalore-based company, and then the Singapore-based parent company says that I want a financial statement, which is as per the Singapore GAAP, Singapore IFRS. So now that preparation of financial statement is done in Bangalore. Now they say, okay, go ahead and certify that financial statement. They will ask an Indian CA, a CA sitting in Bangalore to certify. Now, for that, we had a special standard called SA 800, which was removed earlier, but now that has been brought in. So I was like, say, very happy to see the syllabus. Similarly, suppose say projections has to be certified. Projections have to be certified. You need to comply with standard 3400, 410, 420. Now those standards have been brought in. So as a teacher, I am very, very happy. As a student, you may think, okay, take it in a positive sense, my dear soldiers, that it is a very good thing for your future. If there being a change, the syllabus is par international level, I can say. That is one thing. So don't have any negative mindset. Whatever steps have been taken by CA Institute or council members, it is for the benefit of the students that you can face the world with open arms. That is what it is actually here. Let us not look at easy things. Let us look at right things in life. That is more important. The first and the foremost thing I would like to highlight is that this is an orientation course. So how many of your CA Foundation students, come on, raise your hand, CA Foundation. Welcome to Chartered Accountancy course. Welcome to the course actually. This is a beautiful, beautiful course and is an amazing course altogether actually. Here, whenever I see the students, sir, I got this offer letter, I got that offer letter, I feel so happy, so happy. Recently, some of my students, they got an offer from a MNC in London, Indian CAs, they qualified, and the package was more than 50 lakhs. So you imagine that not only in India, you have a demand now at an international level because the syllabus has changed. She was highlighting about the FR material. FR material is on par with the international level. That is why you don't have a demand in one country, you have demand in 130 countries. That is one great thing about this. But to pass CA, what is required? A serious shift in the mindset of the student is required. That is very, very important. Now, in 1975, a boxing match is going in US. A boxing match is going on. And there is a young boy who is watching the boxing match. There's a person called Charles Wepner who is playing this boxing match. It's a heavyweight boxing match which is going on. And what is happening is that the Charles Wepner is getting beaten up. He's getting beaten up left and right. It is getting beaten up from the opponent. He's bleeding, he's bleeding, he's bleeding. Now in Kannada we have a song, Hodi Maga, Hodi Maga, Hodi Maga. So come beat me, left and right you beat me. He's bleeding left and right. And then the opponent is getting tired. He's getting very much tired. And then Charles Wepner, he gets up and hits the opponent and the opponent gets defeated. His strategy is very clear. You put all your energy to beat me. I'll start bleeding. I'll not care. But at the end, I'll take my energy and hit you back. Now, there was a young man, 25-year-old, 26-year-old man sitting in the crowd in 1975 watching this match. He was so super impressed by Charles Wepner. Arey yaar, what is this? Yaar, super amazing. I thought that Wepner will lose the match, but this guy has won the match. He has come out so strongly. So he was so happy looking at Wepner. And he was a film fan. So he went home 3 days, day and night. He wrote a script. He said that I will write a script on this, how he has played this boxing match. He wrote 3 days and night. He wrote a script that about a film script he prepared about on the life of a boxer, which was purely based on Wepner. And after writing for 3 days, he goes to the Hollywood studio. He says that I've written this script. Please read this script. And can you just see, can you make this movie? So the studio people, when they go through the script, they are so happy to see the script. They say that, yeah, we'll produce this movie. Now we'll purchase your script. We'll give you $400,000. $400,000 today equivalent, like say 3 crore rupees. 3 crore rupees will give you. You just sell the script to us. The boy said, no, sir, I don't want that. You just allow me to direct the movie. You just allow me to act in the movie as a hero. Sufficient, sir. I don't want any money. You just allow me to direct the movie. I know that this is going to be a very big hit. The producer was shocked. The studio people were shocked. They said, what is this? You don't want any money? No, okay. Then they said, okay, we'll give you at least $20,000. It is not looking good. $20,000, like 15 lakhs we'll give you. Deal was set. They asked him, you have written this script. It looks like inspired from somebody's life. Somebody's life you have taken. Sir, Charles Wepner, boxer, oh, heavyweight champion. They went to heavyweight champion Charles Wepner and they asked him that, see, this is made on your life. Can we make a movie? We would like to purchase a copyright from you. So either we can pay you $70,000 upright, which is equivalent to 60-70 lakh rupees, or we can give you a percentage of profit. Hey, I don't want any percentage of profit. Straight away, paisa, instant gratification. I want the money immediately. Now, the movie was shot at a budget of $1 million and it was released. Nobody expected, but it grossed around $225 million across the world. Can you make a guess which movie it was? 1976. Huh? Yeah, Rocky. And the boy was none than Sylvester Stallone. Rocky was the movie, my dear soldiers. That was a movie which made such a big, huge hit altogether. First thing, as a CA student, whether you're in final, inter, or foundation, whatever you are, my dear soldiers, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Had Charles Wepner opted for percentage, he would have got almost $8 million, which is equivalent to 50 crore rupees. But he did not believe in that. But Sylvester Stallone went on to believe himself that yes, it is going to happen. All of you repeat, my dear soldiers, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. First thing you should believe in yourself. I myself am a science student. I wanted to become a doctor. So I was very good in studies, 11th standard, 12th standard. So 12th standard, they gave me a project. First, you catch a cockroach and come, because we have to do dissection of cockroach. So I went and caught a cockroach and went to the lab and dissected the cockroach. I was very happy. Chalo, I'm learning something. Second thing, what I did, they asked me to catch a frog. So the frog, catching a frog is very difficult. If it is not raining, it's very difficult. But in the home, they came to know that I'm catching cockroach, dissecting it, then catching a frog and about to dissect it. They said, nothing doing, you're not continuing with science. They said, you are shifting to commerce. They were very particular, no killing of animals and other. I said, without doing that, how do you become a doctor? No, nothing. You have to become, you do some other course. You take up a CA course like that. So they highlighted this. So when I joined foundation, I'm clueless. I'm more oriented towards cos theta and sin theta rather than debit and credit. I'm more oriented towards science than commerce. I'm more oriented towards water than oil. So commerce is looking like an oil. So step number 2, what shall I do? How do I learn accounting? So I go and meet every commerce student. Okay, say, can you teach me? Can you teach me? But what happens, my dear soldiers? Everybody will have a limitation. They may teach, they may not teach. So I thought that let me at least have a belief that let me start studying by myself. Let me learn by myself. Let me have that confidence. How many of you are from science background? Hey, I can do it. Yeah, you have done it. Huh? Come on, great, sir, great, sir. So if I have done it, then you also can do it. So have that belief in yourself. Come on, repeat. I believe in myself. Come on, repeat. I believe in myself. And believe it or not, in I think that time it was what is the CA Foundation. I don't know what is the name, but I got all India 14th rank, my dear soldiers. So that is a ranking I got. Actually, I was really shocked and surprised that from coming from that background, I'm getting a rank. So if I can, definitely you can do it. The first step is that you should believe in yourself. Further, my dear soldiers, as when you're doing CA course, actually here, it is very important to have another attribute. The second attribute, which is very, very important for you as a CA student. Sunday morning, a lady is cooking a breakfast for the children. She is giving the breakfast to the children. Children are watching TV. Husband is reading the newspaper. And the children, they say, Mom, look, gulab jamun. Nowadays, you're not cooking the gulab jamun. Why are you not cooking the gulab jamun? So she starts crying. She goes to her husband. She tells her husband that, see, look, I gave the breakfast to them, but they're asking for gulab jamun. Husband said, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. Again, she starts crying. Tell me why that lady was crying that day morning. What is the reason she was crying? Any guesses? Come on, why she was crying? Whether she was cutting onion, or whether she was remembering her past, or whether she also wanted to eat gulab jamun. Why she was crying that day morning? What is the reason she was crying? Huh? Worried about the person, sir. Okay. Worried about the person, not past. Okay. So that day morning, my dear soldiers, she actually made gulab jamun and she gave gulab jamun to the children. Children were busy watching television. They did not know they were eating gulab jamun. She actually made gulab jamun. Sir, Was it recognizable as gulab jamun? Definitely 100% yes. She went to her husband. She told her husband that today morning I made gulab jamun. I gave them gulab jamun. They were eating gulab jamun. They saw gulab jamun in the TV. They were asking for gulab jamun, but they did not know they were eating gulab jamun. Husband said, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. After she stopped talking, also he's saying, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. What does it mean? Huh? Cyclist, right? So husband was not listening. Children were not focusing. Most important, second most important attribute for you is what? Come on, focus. What? Come on, focus. We are kids of 90s, my dear soldiers. We're kids of 90s. And so we did not have many distraction. That Vishwamitra had only one Menaka dancing around him. We also did not have much distraction. But in today's age, 2023, 24, if you qualify as a CA with so many multiple distraction like in internet or mobile or OTT or whatever you have, so many distraction here, if you qualify as a CA, it's a really great thing, my dear soldiers. Most important attribute is what? Come on, focus. What? Come on. For this course, when you're joining now, come on, repeat, I will be focused. What? Come on. Repeat, my dear soldiers, I will be focused. Repeat, I will be focused. And I have seen wherever we lose focus, we definitely lose the path. What are the first learning, soldiers? Come on, I believe in myself. I will be focused. Your biggest enemy is you yourself. You yourself actually here. One student was telling that ICI material, is it sufficient? Is it relevant? They'll ask something else actually here. Don't have such kind of misconception. Don't have such kind of it's a very beautiful material. Start believing in that also. Start believing in yourself also. Second thing, please be focused. This course requires a lot of focus. The last attribute, which I will take from my friend Tupad sir, actually here, he's an amazing CA, actually amazing energy he brings in, is, see, Kalidasa was a world famous writer in Sanskrit, and all of his novel are what you can say romantic novel, like say Nala Damayanti, Shakuntala. He has written romantic novel. The mythology says that Kalidasa was a mad person, and by cheating, so he got married to Princess of Patliputra. The princess came to know that he's a mad person, and then they threw him out of the palace. He went to jungle. He prayed to Kali Mata. With the blessing of Kali Mata, he got that wisdom. He got that wisdom of what you can say, wisdom of actually that of writing something. And then he starts writing. One day he starts missing his wife. He comes out of his hutment. He looks at the cloud above, and looking at the cloud, he says, "Oh great cloud, you act as a messenger of love. You convey to my wife that how much I'm missing her. So you act as my messenger of love." So the famous literary work is known as Meghadutam or Megha Sandesham, where the cloud acts as a messenger. Oh great cloud, when the winds are blowing, you also blow with the wind and you go to the Patliputra. Oh great cloud, whenever you're feeling tired, sit on the top of the hillock. Oh great cloud, you will see the storm coming, you will go faster. Oh great cloud, whenever the lady is drying her hair with dhupam, the dhupam will come attached to you, will become more stronger. Oh great cloud, you travel in evening because when the cows are coming home, the goduli will come and attach to you. In a beautiful way, it describes the journey of the cloud from the jungles to the Patliputra. It acts as a love letter. Now, I'm talking about the most powerful emotion, my dear soldiers, that is emotion of love. You can do this course, my dear soldiers, if you have that emotion of love. Yes, come on, repeat. I love CA. Come on, I love CA. Not Chandrasekhar or Chandrika, chartered accountancy. What, come on? Chartered accountancy. If you start loving the course, automatically it will become extremely very easy. Not only anything, not only CA, anything in life you start loving, it becomes extremely very, very easy. Come on, I love CA. The first thing is that please change your mindset. Come on, I believe in myself. And second thing, I will be focused. And I love CA. I would like to call, okay. I would like to call Tupad sir, very vibrant Sikasa member. Sir, please come, sir. So, yes, please call. Sir is from Kannada medium and he has qualified as a CA. So I would also, you guys to interact with him, especially those who are joining the course newly actually. Sir, mic Any doubts, any queries you're having? Any queries you're having? Any questions you're having on foundation? Any queries, questions you're having?
ಯಾವುದೇ ಇರಬಹುದು. Anything, he said. It could be the courses, without course also you can ask. Beyond course, I think. I think so. No one is interested. No one is interested, I believe.
Sir, I'll ask the question on their behalf when
Yeah.
students ask me. Sir, the syllabus, it's so voluminous. Can the student cover it?
Definitely.
How, sir? Like,
Fine. Just you have to read it. You have to enjoy that. You have to feel it. Whether I have told you or not, I failed for a while. I studied for 21 hours. Believe it or not, I don't think anyone in the world would have studied for 21 hours for continuously 2 months. I've done, but I failed it. I got only 5 marks, 7 marks, 10 marks. By that time, I think so. I felt that only if I invest time, I would pass, but that was not the case. So just changed it, and I put only 3 hours and I passed. That's it.
he has a famous statement, Kastapatti alla Ishtapatti. I mean, you should start loving it. That is more important, not Kastapatti, Ishtapatti.
Two things I have. One is the Kastapattu Odbekalla illa. Ishtapadbeku Odbeku, then you earn it. There is another thing which I Yelli lekkilla, alle rokkilla. So I am the lekka, I have the rokka. Yeah. Anything else? If you had anything else, please. For you, it is simple, right? Okay.
Yeah, stand here.
About this year. So
I mean, you are happy, no, doing a CA course.
sure, sir, like how to explain a layman, like if it's easier to tell what a doctor do and what an engineer do for a layman. So how
I
to
mean,
explain?
I don't think so. A layman will be interested in chartered accountants course. Only a CA student will be interested in that. You have to tell him that CA student, I am doing it and you can do it, of course. That was with me. When I had passed with 51% or something. My chartered accountant said, you are good for nothing. You can't even spell chartered accountant. Then that was the case. But then I showed I don't copy nowadays. So I don't pass. So then later on what happened, that chartered accountant passed in 7 years. I passed in 4 years, just 4 years. And someone in the family had passed for 19 years. He told me it is good for nothing to take the course. Better you go for any other thing. Then computers was on a hype. I mean, it was always everywhere. So he said that, but still I told him, because I have done only 51%, he said that it's not going to happen for you. So I told him, it's just, then institute was requiring for us 50% marks. So I said, I'm 1% above what is required. So hence I passed.
So
Yeah.
we are living in a society where the paradigm is like in such a way it was structured. Like CA curriculum is something, don't do it. Difficult here. So in such a way.
It's just, I don't know whether people would, these all are extramarital affairs. I would say, these all are extramarital affairs. Be concentrate on your studies. It's, you know that the subject, what you have chosen or the course you have chosen is the best in the world. And that's it.
And to add to the sir, actually here we are number 1 in accounting, number 1 in auditing, number 1 in taxation, direct tax, indirect tax, almost 25 lakh crore tax we are collecting from the government, collecting from the people and paying to the government. So we are doing a wonderful job. We are number 3 in finance. We are number 2 in company law, corporate matters in India. I'm talking about in India. So that way it will definitely motivate you that we are doing a fantabulous job for the people, for the society, for the government as such. Okay. Yes. Any other queries?
Moreover, once you are a CA, the society, the way it looks you is totally different. I mean, just they say once you are a CA, come and they almost hug you, I would say.
Super. Yeah.
Good evening.
Sir, Tupat sir.
Good evening, sir. So actually, I want to say that I have left my job and started CA program for my skill development. And some of the learning which I wanted to take that is not belong to CA and some belong to SEBI. So I want to ask that I can do both the things parallelly. For first I need to complete my CA and then I need to join that.
It's better you complete your CA. Concentrate on one. You can't sail on the two boats, right? Better sail on one boat, reach the destiny and take up SEBI there. You will be next Junanwala. Yeah.
Any other queries? Any questions? Thank you very much for all the attention. Thanks a lot and all the best for your CA career. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and gathering here. And we had a very interactive session over here regarding the new scheme of education and training. I think it was a best thing that you made for today evening. Take advantage of the same and excel in your career. Wishing you very best, and hopefully we all will be the future chartered accountants. I thank all the three Central Council members who are present here and made this event successful, and also the Vice Chairperson of SIRC, CA Geeta ma'am, and the Chairperson of ICAI Bengaluru, and the SICASA Chairman of Bengaluru, that is CA Tuppad Virupakshappa sir. And I also thank all the managing committee members for organizing this event, and also the SICASA student committee members and SICASA speakers committee members. I wanted to announce a few things that are going to be held up by SICASA Bengaluru. That is the industrial visit, and then the rankers meet, and followed by the indoor games visit. Firstly, the IV, that is industrial visit, we are conducting it on Friday, that is on 21st of next week. So whoever are interested, so sorry for the voice, whoever are interested, please join with us. There is first in, first serve. So only 50 is the maximum students that we are going to let in. So whoever registers first will be coming. That is for ITC, we are having the industrial visit. Later on, we have the rankers meet on next Sunday, that is 23rd, where we are calling up rankers of CA finals and CA intermediate. So you can ask them questions how you ask now, like how to crack exams, or how will they apply their strategies to crack exams as such. And then we have the indoor games, that is on 6th of August. So games would be announced, like whatever games we are planning, we'll be announcing it on SICASA Bengaluru Instagram page or SSF Bengaluru Instagram page. So do follow those, and we'll be updating on these events shortly. So stating this, I request all of you to gather at 4th floor for refreshments, and thank you so much.